All right, so we're getting into the second discussion of the semester. On this one, I'm going to use just the normal discussion format. I'm not going to use Harmonize. I might try Harmonize again. I want to see which one of these works better, which one facilitates discussion, which one was easier to use, and which one did worked for you and for me. So I'll probably take a poll as we go forward on this. This discussion has a few components. It's asking students to locate an argument within our society that violates our ideas on good reasoning as prescribed above. Now, when I say prescribed above, I don't just mean in the introduction of this assignment. I'm also talking about above within the module, the OER that we just got done on good reasoning. You kind of need to put it in that framework as well. Um, Give the background, use a source, and lay out the argument without editorialization, just the argument presented. So you have to provide the framework for this argument, find out where it's located, give us the necessary background to understand it, and try to do it without any type of color that's going to lean one way or the other. We want to objectively evaluate the strength of an argument based on the OER on reasoning. So you just want to give us just the facts, present the argument, give us the situation necessary to understand it. Um, and then explain what tenets are in violation. Is there a problem with the merit application shortcut? Is there a lack of critical reflection? Again, you need to go through or kind of consider the different aspects of the OER on good reasoning. Now, this is framework I want us to build upon. I want you to take this moving forward. When we say, hey, there's four different basic tenets of a good argument, I want you to kind of remember that. I want you to kind of bring that out and utilize that as we move forward. Um, so what exactly is wrong with the argument that you're going to be evaluating? Lay into it, but utilize the OER, utilize critical thinking. That is a huge component of this class. We have to kind of consider how we are crafting arguments, how arguments can be taken down, and then we also have to kind of consider how are our arguments subject to these same rules, the same kind of scrutiny. Are we making unsound arguments? Are they just totally conversationally irrelevant? Um, and really go through the chapter and kind of utilize the specific components that make an argument sound. Um, Also, you may consider some of the obstacles to the argument. Again, we have the size of the universe, kind of looking at our own inherent biases and the thing that control our own perception or ability to even see the logic of our own arguments. So, with this discussion, you do have to respond to at least two other students' posts. When you do this, I also want you to consider the reasoning chapter, the OER on reasoning. I don't want you to simply say, oh, I agree with you. I want you to explain why you agree. Or, I think this is an interesting argument. Why is it an interesting argument? Go into more than just a one sentence response. Really try to engage in the material. The discussions for this class are taking the place of our opportunity, if we were in a physical classroom, to actually meet with each other, to actually share ideas and have discussions. So, it's kind of a trade off. We don't have the opportunity to meet face to face and have these discussions, but we do have an opportunity to provide some critical reflection, actually engage, more thoroughly with the OER. We have time to think about it, to process our response, to consider the response before we actually type it up, edit it, and then submit it. So respond to two other students thoughtfully. Missing any type of response is going to just automatically drop your grade 20 points for each one. So that's 40 points off the table, but you're not guaranteed the 20 points. You have to respond thoughtfully. So I'm looking forward to engaging on this material. I think this is one of my favorite assignments. Anytime we're looking at analyzing arguments in the wild, I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Thanks.